Hypnosis and eye closure. Gee, all the time when we hear people talking about hypnosis, we usually see it associated with the fact that the eyes are closed. The client must close their eyes to go into trance. So we want to talk about A, is that even true? And B, what's the easiest way to get a hypnotic client to close their eyes if you want them to close their eyes?
Yeah, it's two parts, and that's brilliantly pre-framed, Chris. Over and over, I'll hear people trying to get eye closure working with a subject. Where does this come from? It comes from James Braid in the north of England in the 1880s. When he worked with a subject, he developed eventually his Braid induction, where they'd be staring at, it's called a fascination induction as well, staring at a disc or a bright light, and he'd be suggesting their eyes are getting tired, their eyes are closing, their eyes are watering, and eventually they're struggling and their eyes close, and then they said, okay, now the person's hypnotized. And this got into hypnotic work, so people thought it was essential to have your eyes closed in hypnosis, which of course it isn't. You can be watching television in a deep trance, you can be driving in a trance, and I'm assuming you're driving with your eyes open. So Braid was incorrect about it being essential. But a lot of people still want eye closure. They want to be working with someone whose face is slack, their eyes are closed, they're limp and relaxed, and that's okay.
And to be fair, that makes sense too, right? Because if you're going to take a client, let's say through some sort of guided imagery work to do change, it's usually easier for people to do imagination, visual imagination, when their eyes are closed because they're not distracted by the so-called real world.
Exactly.
Right?
So you want eye closure, but if you've got a hyper-analytical person, you're saying your eyes are closing, your eyelids are getting heavy, you're getting tired, they're sitting there going, no, they're not, no, they're not.
Wrong.
No, they're not. Yeah. Here's 100% certain way of getting eye closure that'll work for you, and it will change your hypnotic work. Okay.
Here, I'll do the old way.
I'll do the old way first. You're getting tired, you're getting sleepy. Your eyes are closing, Chris.
Here, I'll pretend I'm staring at the coin.
Yes, you're staring at the coin. Your eyes are closing. You're going to a okay, and he's thinking, no, I'm not.
like, no,
here's the better
not
way.
working.
Here's my way. Close your eyes.
Oh, that works.
You don't have to touch them on the shoulder like I did. That's not part of it. Just tell the person to close their freaking eyes and proceed. You will get exactly the same results as if you suggest eye closure with someone whose critical faculty is still present.
And it makes complete sense because in hypnosis, we always say the following. When you're doing the induction, give the client instructions, directions. Direct them what you want them to do. When they're hypnotized,
then you can suggest.
Then you're doing suggestions. So rather than suggesting eye closure, just tell them to close their eyes.
Close your eyes.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that.
I did.
This is how we make hypnosis easy. Join the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. You'll find a link in the description. And this bell is here because we also, while you're on this video on YouTube, we want you to click the subscribe button and then that little bell icon that shows up so you'll be notified of our newest videos. We hope you enjoyed it. Well, of course, makes hypnosis fun. And if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. Thanks again and good night.